Thorsten, after 3 days running around here at Enlit, I keep seeing and hearing people talking about platforms. All the big boys and girls are all talking about platforms. What's going on?
I think the platform is the most important development we are seeing at the moment, of course, because when you think about it, and that is my personal view on it, what is happening in the industry right now we have to implement intelligent integrated workflows.
Yep.
So instead of providing solutions and applications, I think we must think about how are we operating the future grid, and that means intelligent integrated workflows. The second thing, I think it's also quite important, because we are getting more and more cybersecurity challenges, we are getting more and more challenges to operate our platform on-premise, in IT, in the cloud. So we have so many infrastructure challenges from an IT point of view. Why would all of the applications build the technology once again? So we need a set of common services to be able to operate a modern IT platform.
From my perspective, it's been fascinating to watch for the last decade or more. As new applications came, whether it was ADMS or DER or EV charging, whatever. So people came up with really good solutions for that, but they were siloed.
Yeah.
And you kind of put all these silos together, and then someone said, oh, hang on a second, we need to get them all to work together. Now, can you? Yeah, but we've all been dealing with trying to get different applications work together for 30 years.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's hard.
So if you can do that plumbing underneath, same look and feel, same data standards,
yes.
When the next application comes, well, you can just drop that on top of the same foundation, the same platform.
Exactly, and that is, you remember, of course, for many years you and me have spoken about what I sometimes called composable systems, composable data. That is exactly the platform idea, being able to just get the pieces of functionality, capabilities I need, operate it as part of my workflows. That is exactly composable systems running on a unified platform.
You know, you hear me talking about digital twins quite a lot, right? And people say, oh, I have a digital twin, and everyone's got digital twins, they're all different. And my thing is that, well, if you don't have one single source of truth, I don't care what digital twin you have, what AI you want to use. If you're not using good quality data and everyone using the same data, well then you're kind of on a hiding to nothing. Now we can probably talk for the next 20 years about the challenge of getting data cleaned up and whatever. We've all been there, it's hard. I'm wondering, is there a bit of I'm not sure if it's an inflection point, but can generative AI help clean data and remove some of the bottlenecks?
That is interesting, because I have some visions or some ideas, of course, and now I'm purely talking about how can we use AI to improve the quality of data or to make integration smarter. So I see several use cases. As an example, a quite simple first step could be auto-generating data mappings between systems. You use AI, you need generative AI to create the data maps, the transformation, the formats. You use generative AI to create a semantic integration layer to make data accessible and understandable. I'm quite sure that is a capability which is easy to realize. The technology is there, but let's integrate it into a platform. That is one of the first things. And then you can go on with the next step, using Gen AI, using AI to improve the quality of the data, to identify the quality challenges. That is the next set of capabilities we are thinking about to introduce and add to the platform.
Because down through the years, I've seen so many projects and people go, God, we have so much data, we have to figure out, is it good, different data schemas. And it was always like a kind of a massive project to do it, and it was kind of done once. And then it was like, oh God, we have to start again the next time. And people just pull their hair out. Whereas I'm convinced it's back into that platform thing.
Exactly.
Do it once, have the rules, and have good quality data going forward. Then you can build all the apps and the twins and the AI as you want.
And just to add something what you just said, digital twin. That is for me, when we talk about a platform, a common service in a utility-specific platform. So because all of the applications we are talking about, all the capabilities, like a DERMS, like a forecasting, they all need the kind of network data, the model data, but also the twin data. So this should be one of the platform services. And now I'm coming back to your question. using AI eventually to auto-generate the network data, to auto-generate a digital twin, and then adding operational data. Think about the capabilities what we are enabling them. That is the future, and I'm looking forward to see that.
Well, one of the things I'm involved with a bunch of folks right now is everyone's got a digital twin, and it's not my one's better than your one, but there's a need, and some companies are already doing it, a digital twin maturity model.
Yeah.
Is it just a static digital twin of a point in time? Has it got real-time data? Can I do predictive maintenance on it? Can I do simulation? Can I do automation?
Yeah.
Now, that leads me on to, obviously, Gen AI is a big topic.
Yeah.
Oh, and you hear people, the robots and Gen AI is going to take my job.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is that we don't have enough skilled workers. It's not about it's going to take your job, it's going to complement your job and actually free people up, because you can't even hire the people if you wanted to.
Yeah, totally agree. I would even turn it around and ask the people, think about what we are doing in the industry now, adding more and more sensors, more and more digital technologies. We get so much data, you won't be able to consume the data anymore. So how can you do your job without the support of AI? We need AI to help us, because I believe we are getting too much information, we are getting too much different situations we have to handle, and that means in the end we need an AI-empowered control room that is helping us to manage the complexity of the grid. So you and me as operators in the future, I believe we're going to focus only on the problems or exceptions, and the rest is managed by AI. So
I agree. To me, it's a tool, and it's like any new tool we brought in over the last centuries. It will change the way we work.
Exactly.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that there's no work.
Exactly. Totally agree.
Now, the other topic we've been speaking about for years, you look at the technology, the pace of change, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And we go, the art of the possible, what you can do. Given where we are with all the technology, given what you can do, how come we're not going as fast as we should be in the energy transition?
From a technology point of view, we have the technologies in place to break up silos and to accelerate, to advance it. I also believe that the people have understood it. There is a need in the market, but one of the biggest challenges is maybe organizational. The organizational silos that we still have in the organizations, the traditional OT part, the IT people, and sometimes they don't speak, and sometimes they don't even know each other.
I suppose one last comment. I've said it, we've all said it, we hear it at these events, the utility industry doesn't move very much. The grid is the most complex real-time system that humankind have ever built.
Yeah.
And the lights stay on. And people don't understand the complexity of what goes on behind the scenes. And to be quite honest, when you chat to a lot of the utilities, like they are using some of the bleeding edge stuff.
It is.
So sometimes they don't do themselves justice.
Exactly.
But at the same time, we can always go faster, but it's like you got to keep the lights on as well. So
it is, and Kevin, that is something what you said now. We are operating, we are managing the most complex system in the world, the most complex real-time system, and that is something we all should be proud of.
No, agreed. And for all reasons, it's not like Kev has a new piece of code, let's try this and the whole thing, and it all breaks. Not an option. So it's fascinating to see how we deal with it.
It is extremely, and I just can talk for myself. So for me, it's now the time it's happening. It's so exciting. What we said, a platform-based business model coming to the most complex real-time system in the world. So I cannot imagine to work something different with. Think about working in a social media company, building the new Twitter out there. Is that really a game-changing thing? Maybe, but what we are doing, that is the real thing.
Well, and what's being built today is going to be around for generations, right?
It is.
Anyway, hey, great to see you, man.
Good to see you again. See you next time.
See you at Distributech.
Latest there.